Hi everyone, and I hope you all are doing well. My name is Karolina, and I typically post videos on luxury and contemporary handbags and SLGs. So if that is something you're interested in, I hope you consider subscribing. And first and foremost, for all of my new subscribers, welcome. I hope this is the kind of content that you enjoy watching. And for my returning subscribers, viewers, and friends, thank you guys so much for coming back again. It means the absolute world to me. And with that being said, today's special guest, as usual, is Mr. Marcel. As you could probably hear, he is still being a little fussy and not wanting to face the camera. I am not sure what has gotten into him lately. He just seems to... Okay, he wants to talk to the microphone. But he just seems to be over filming for the last few videos. But it's weird because he always comes and is the first one into the room when I come to film. So you may hear or see him in the background. Alright, so in today's video I wanted to do a quick what's in my bag featuring my Louis Vuitton Trouville in the Multicolor Blanc. I believe that's how you say it. I could be wrong. Again, I apologize. I am not French, but I have been absolutely loving this bag, and with summer coming to an end, I figured it is time to wear this bag a little bit more and show her some love before we go into the fall and winter months. And obviously she will not get used as much as some of my more fall time bags. So I wanted to quickly show you guys what I was able to fit into this bag, my thoughts and all of that, because I don't think I ever really showed this bag or revealed it on my channel, and I think this is such a great bag, but I just for some reason never unboxed it or revealed it. Also, quick disclaimer, I just got a microphone, so hopefully the audio isn't too bad. If you guys are seeing this video, then it's not as bad as I thought. If you're not seeing this video, then clearly I ended up scrapping the entire video. But without further ado, let's get into this bag. So I would firstly like to start off by thanking a very good friend of mine here on YouTube for influencing me to purchase this bag, and that is none other than Alyssa here from The Gal's Guide. If you have not seen Alyssa, you are totally missing out. Please go check out my description box down below. I will have her channel, links to videos featuring this bag, and all of that stuff. But I am sure you all know Alyssa by now. She has her own shop called The Gal's Guide Shop, where she sells handbag heels, other purse accessories like wipes. She has bag charms, so definitely go check her channel out as well as her shop. Now, thank you, Alyssa, for influencing me to purchase this bag. She does also have the Blanc version. Initially, I thought I wanted to purchase the Noir, and I still think I do want to get the Noir, but I just so happened to find a colorway, and that was the pink, the purple, and the blue in great condition for the price point that I was looking for, and I said, why not? And I believe I purchased this from the Real. The tag is inside, so I will obviously confirm to you guys if it's from the Real. It's either from there or from Rebag, one of the two. But without any further ado, let's get into the exterior of the bag and how I have it decorated. So I do have my little skull panda on here, and this is Lightning, and I thought she looked beautiful, especially because there is the blue and the purple right here, as well as I do have my Louis Vuitton luggage tag, which has my initials, heat stamp, as well as a pink heart, and I thought it just went perfect with the bag. So in this pocket right here, I do not keep anything personally, but you can, and it does fit a phone. Here is my phone, and if you guys can hopefully see, so it does fit in the pocket without an issue, and there you go. But I have this bag stuffed to the brim, so let's take a look at what's able to fit, as well as some more details about this bag. So I have the bag right here. I will probably put the items in the back as well as on my side table, but hopefully you can see the bag. Again, it is stuffed to the brim. So to start off, I did stop at Marshall's. If you're not new to my channel, I am obsessed. I go there specifically every weekend to find press-on nails, which you will see in my bag. But I did pick up the pure gum, and I have 2 flavors actually. I just could not choose one, so I have the strawberry as well as the spearmint. So I have those. And then of course, as I was in the register, the cashier talked me into trying the pure mints, and this is in the tangerine tango, and they are delicious, I have to say. I love anything citrusy or orange, lemon, lime. Those are my favorite flavors, so that is delicious. Now, I did pick up nails. I did not pick up 1, 2, 3, but 4 pairs of nails, and these are all nails that were on my wish list, and they are from Nail Reformation, and these are, I believe, from the newer collection, or at least the summer collection. If I could find the names of these, I will put the name on the screen somewhere here for you guys, and I suggest looking at your local Marshalls and TJ Maxx for Nail Reformation, because they're typically almost 50% off. Those were all $9.99, and on the Nail Reformation website, they typically run from $18 to $22. I will say I have purchased from their website before, and I did find a coupon that did work. It was, I think, 20% off. That was the coupon. And it was legitimately 20% off. So I will leave that on the screen for you guys, as well as down below in case you are interested. I by no means make any commission off of that coupon code at all. So it's just a coupon I found while purchasing on their website, and if you hear barking, that is Miss Coco. So if you are interested, I will leave that down below as well as on the screen. Moving right along, I do have my charger here. I do not know what brand this is. I think it's called Press Play, and it is just a charger that I picked up from Home Goods or Marshalls or something like that. Moving right along, one of the bigger items in my purse is none other than my Louis Vuitton cosmetic pouch. You guys know this is in pretty much all of my bags. I absolutely love that piece. Then I do have this Coach little wristlet. I do not know the name of it. I will leave it on the screen. But in here, I typically have been using this as a tech pouch. So I have my AirPods, my cable for the charger. I have some spare wired headphones. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say, but I do have that. Then, of course, to go along with that, I do have the Skinny Mini or the Mini Skinny ID case in the leopard print as well, along with my car keys. Moving right along, I do have my YSL card case, and this is in the dark natural, I believe is the color. I absolutely love this color from YSL. I think it is one of the prettiest browns that they've had. Okay. And then I have my dad's cologne. This is the Christian Dior Sauvage. I have my replica Beach Walk, which is my favorite summer scent, as well as some cuticle oil. Okay. And last but certainly not least, I do have my Louis Vuitton Takashi Murakami Cherry Blossom mirror and the case, and I absolutely love this. I sometimes use the case alone as kind of a card holder, or if I want a mirror, I just take it with the case and I have that. So that is everything that fit in this bag. So I do have an organizer in here. If you're not new to my channel, you will know that I am someone who loves to have organizers in their bags, especially more of my higher end bags, just because you spend so much money on these bags, you kind of want to make sure you protect them. And so with this one, I did go with Zumoni. So this is specific for this bag. And I will leave a link to this down below, as well as I believe my coupon code still works with them. I did do a collab with them a few months back, and they did offer a coupon code to provide for you guys. So I will link it down below if you are interested. I just want to mention that this did come, I believe, with a cup or a water bottle holder. However, I never keep water bottles in my bags. I am just too worried that it is going to spill. So I just cut that out. But I think you could actually contact them and request any kind of changes like that. And so here is actually the tag. So I did actually purchase this from the RealReal. And the interior is absolutely stunning. It is clean. There was no smells when I got this. So you do have this pocket right here, as well as those old school cell phone pockets. I personally do not use that. That is why I did get the organizer, because I was more so concerned with this being such a dark red that it was going to stain my later SLGs. So I just opted for an organizer. Now, let's get into the condition of the bag. So when I purchased this bag, it was in pretty good condition. I think it was on, I think it might have been very good or good. I will leave the rating on the screen somewhere here. But the Vachetta, as you can see, is very even for the most part. There isn't too much staining on the handle. I think there was just one mark or something. Oh, there it is. There was a mark right here. But nothing really that I was upset about or concerned about. The actual canvas on the front is in flawless condition. The side is perfect. There is no real bleeding or yellowing on the canvas. There obviously is scratching to these plates here, but there is no tarnishing where it's turning silver. The zipper is obviously, you might be able to tell, the actual zipper is already kind of that silverish tone, whereas the zipper pull is still that gold, and it's a little bit more difficult to open and close, but I have not tried the wax paper to see if that'll help. But again, nothing to be concerned about. The bottom is absolutely spotless. I did also like how this did have the pinks on both sides. And on the back, this is where there was a little bit more wear, which again doesn't bother me. You can see on the handle here, right there is some water spots. And then right here there was a little tiny mark. And I think somewhere up here you might be able to see a little tiny mark on the, oh, I think it's right there. And then some watermarks on the piping. But overall, this bag was in phenomenal condition. Again, what really sold me on top of the condition was the colorway. I am someone who does have a preference with the multicolor, and I do like more of the pinks, the purples, and the blues. And this one had all three in the center, lined up perfectly. And then there was obviously the pinks. I do like the light blue and the light purples and the light pinks. So, and also over here, because like I said, I like the purples and the blues and the pinks. So I kind of liked the placement on this one. That's just a preference thing. But I definitely do think this bag is still very much worth it. I know it is probably not a style many people enjoy anymore because it is maybe a little bit outdated. But I personally love it. I think it is a great bag. I have used my Speedy V25 strap, both to wear as like a shoulder bag as well as a crossbody, and it worked perfectly. You cannot go wrong. If you love this style, I think it is a great bag, and I think it is a great buy still. I think you could still get the monograms for a steal of a price, which is great. These are still a little bit higher up there, but I'm noticing that the vintage pieces are slowly trickling down in price. I don't know if people aren't buying them, or maybe they're only buying certain pieces from the original collection, but I'm noticing these are starting to go down just a little bit in price. So if you could find this in a condition you like, I would definitely snag it up. It is a beautiful piece. I'm obviously still on the hunt to get this in the noir. But yes, so far I am still very much obviously in love with the multicolor line. I would typically only go for the original release because I think just personally the quality was much better back in the day. I don't remember the last time I purchased a Louis Vuitton in-store. It might have been pre-2021 maybe, but I do still love Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton was my gateway into luxury bags. It was a brand that I had always dreamed of owning and never thought I could achieve, but I definitely am blessed to have several pieces from Louis Vuitton as well as the other fashion houses. But personally, I just go the pre-loved route now. That is what was in my bag for this weekend. And sadly, I know, although I am not sad that summer is coming to an end, even though I know a lot of people love summertime, I'm just happy for the fall and the colder weather and all of that stuff. But I did want to bring this beauty out for a few more times before summer ends, and while it's still sunny out, because for quite a while we had a lot of rain and I didn't want to take her out. She is a beauty and I am so glad to have her. And again, thank you, Alyssa, for influencing me to purchase yet another bag. You have influenced me to purchase so many bags, and I am so grateful for that. But again, I will link Alyssa's channel, her shop, as well as any videos she has on her bag that is similar to my Multicolor Trouville. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love and appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to watch and comment. It means obviously the world to me, and because of you guys, I have a community I could be a part of and talk about the things that I love, which are handbags and small leather goods, whether it's contemporary or luxury. It's just a great community to be a part of. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, night, weekend, week, whenever you're watching this. And I will see you in the next one.